International politics meaning, nature and scope. According to Hans Morgenthau International, politics is the struggle for power between states in the international system. IP can be defined as a study of those aspects of international relations which include the conflict and controversies at international level and their resolution. Nature of international politics. Sovereign states are chief actors. Protection of national interest is the objective. International politics is the struggle for power. Power is both a means and an end in IP. Conflict are a condition of IP. IP is a process of conflict resolution among nations. IP is a continuous process. IP is a behavioral study. Scope of international politics. Study of state systems. Study of relations among states. Study of national interests. Study of national power. Study of international law. Study of foreign policy. Study of international organizations. Study of geopolitics. Study of conflict management and conflict resolution. Study of war and peace. Study of ideologies. Study of nationalism, colonialism, and imperialism. Study of policy making. Study of national character. Study of disarmament. Study of issues related to environmental protection. Study of issues related to human rights. Study of role of economic factors. Study of demographic factors. International politics. Realist and idealist approaches. This chapter looks at international politics through the lens of two theoretical principles, viz., realism, idealism. Basic assumptions of realist approach. History is a witness that human nature is sinful, wicked, and selfish. Human nature always lusts for more power. IP is a struggle for power, and it is a war of all against all. Every nation uses power to achieve its national interests, and national interests are always deemed in terms of power acquisition. The law of self-preservation governs the behaviors of all states. The basic characteristic of IP demands that no nation should trust other nations for its self-preservation. To face possible enemies, every nation should give priority to defense preparedness. Peace can be preserved only by management of power through such devices as balance of power, collective security, world government, diplomacy, alliances, etc. Characteristics of realist approach. Based on realism, rivalry, strifes, and struggle for power are natural importance of diplomacy. No importance to ideology. Close relation between morality and reality. Reason-based approach. Significance of national interests. Morgenthau's realist approach. And 6 principles. Hans J. Morgenthau is considered the chief supporter of the theory of political realism of international politics. In his book Politics Among Nations, Morgenthau has built his realist theory on 6 principles of political realism. First principle: objective laws of human nature, facts of human relations. Second principle: national interest deemed in terms of power. National interests can be secured only through national power. Less importance to ideology, national interests, and national power. Fourth principle: abstract moral principles cannot be applied to politics. Prudence alone can be the guide. Fifth principle: difference between the moral aspirations of a nation and the universal moral principles. Nations always try to secure national interests and not moral principles. Sixth principle: autonomy of international politics. Characteristics of idealist approach. Man is good by nature. Opposition of wars. Power is not central to international relations. Value-based approach. Rejection of totalitarianism. Faith in international organizations. Supporters of the establishment of world state. Emphasis on education, reason, and science. National power. Power is different from force and influence. National power is both a means and an and national power is the ability to secure national interests. National power is dynamic. It varies from nation to nation.